Okay, so the last, I guess it's not last depending on what order you're watching it in, but the tutorial I'm doing today is going to be a mason jar ring wreath that we're going to crochet over. So if this is pretty basic if you know crochet. If you don't crochet but you'd like to, I would recommend starting with newstitchaday.com or anewstitchaday.com. That's where I learned. It's all first-person videos, so you can see what somebody's doing, you can pause it, slow it down, and it's a good way to learn. I am just going to start with a slip knot on my side of the ring. I have made a couple of these before, and I enjoy the look of having the top of the ring facing me versus the bottom of the ring facing me, but you can do it however you'd like. So all we're doing is going to be, I believe this is a single crochet, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So a single crochet around the mason jar lid. So I'm using a US L11 or 8mm hook, and this is super bulky yarn. And I always want to, I do double crochet a lot, so I have a habit of wanting to make a loop before I pull around, but don't do that. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of this and we'll speed up the video through this part. I just paused to show you, you can do this as loose or as tight as you want. I really am gonna like a more compact look, so I'm gonna squeeze my stitches together there and do a few more. Okay, so now that I'm done, I'm going to end this with a slip stitch. I didn't tuck in my first end, and there's a reason for that. I'll tell you why. So just got a slip stitch there, and this is my first end, and I am going to just thread that back up the top. It's a little short actually for my taste, but I think I can work with it. So this guy, it's kind of coming out the front, and I really want that to come out the top, so I'm just gonna pop that right here. This guy's already at the top, but it's a little forward, so I'm going to tuck that in as well. I think I'm actually going to join that together there while I'm at it. So we've got a little lump at the top. I don't think that's ugly. I think it just kind of looks like the top of the wreath. And then these guys I'm going to tie together. I really think I wish that was a tiny bit longer, but this is going to be our string as well. So I'm going to start down here with this knot. I wish I knew what this kind of knot was called. Should have googled that before I started filming. And I'm going to grab this little tiny end here, and I'm just going to pull that. And we'll make the best use of that space that we can. And then I'm going to trim that clean. Now, you might be wondering, what's the red yarn for? Well, originally I did this in red, but the red is really bright, and I thought, well, maybe it would look cuter as a little garn, like a little bow on our wreath. So I did a wreath in green, and now we're going to just make a little ribbon decor on our wreath. So I'm going to string this up. I'm not going to bother cutting it because I don't know how much I need. I'm going to start from the front of our tie, and I'm going to go under about three stitches, and I'm going to go over one. I don't want a ton of the red showing. You could easily do either or, whatever you like. I don't know if it's going to be an even number. I didn't count my stitches. So if you want to make sure this is the even number, you want to make sure that your pattern is divisible. Oops, wrong one. Pattern is divisible by 4. Wrong. I could take the needle out of it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to take the needle off. Technical difficulties. Okay. Let's go back under there. So not quite super even, but that's okay. So I'm gonna tuck it in there on the top. Now I have a vision of what I want to do here. We've got way too much string, so I'm gonna see if I can't pull that back through. Just shorten it up a little bit because I don't want to waste that if I don't have to. That's probably enough. I'm gonna cut that even, and then I'm going to attempt to make a nice bow. Bows can be difficult if you are not super talented, so I'm gonna try that guy there. I'm just gonna keep messing around with it until it looks cute. I think that's pretty cute. Don't really want the sides to be super long, so I'm going to try to cut those there. Probably want them a little bit shorter. Let's go with that there. So that is using a mason jar ring and crochet to make a little holiday wreath. What do you think?